So let's talk about online advertising. Today, we're going to dig into a pretty radical redesign, a plan that wants to completely scrap the surveillance model we all know and replace it with a system that puts the value and the power back where it belongs, with you. And it all kicks off with this simple, really powerful idea. Something I think pretty much everyone can get behind. Right now, advertising is broken. It just isn't working for us, is it?
I mean, just think about your own life online for a second. Every click, every swipe, every private message, it's all being watched. You get scanned constantly.
And then what happens? Your data is sold. All those little pieces of you are bundled up, stitched together with cookies and trackers, and then sold off in some shady marketplace you'll never even see. The end result of all that, your value just slips away. Big companies are making fortunes from the data of your life. It's a totally broken equation, and that's exactly what this new system we're exploring today is trying to fix, for good. All right, so let's get into it. Here's how we're going to break this down. First, we'll look at the surveillance problem itself. Then we'll get into the user-first redesign, the tech behind it, your AI and your data, see the new marketplace in action, and wrap up with what it means to earn real privileges and value. Okay, first up, advertising surveillance problem. And really, it all comes down to this idea of the ID you never asked for. So let's move on to the solution, the user-first redesign. Now, the key thing to get here is that this isn't some little bandage or a quick fix. It's a total reset of the whole system. And this just lays it out perfectly, right? You've got the old way, surveillance, spying on people, extracting value. You know the drill. You are the product. Then there's the new way. It's all about user value, serving you, making sure value flows back to you, and most importantly, putting you in control.
So you're probably wondering, how does this actually work? Well, that brings us to the tech itself, the two main pillars of this whole new system: your AI and your data.
The first pillar is this concept called the receipt. So just forget about cookies and tracking pixels for a moment. The new foundation, the new primitive of value, is a real, verifiable transaction or piece of data that you and only you own completely. It's data based on what you actually do. And the second pillar, that's your personal AI. Now, it's super important to be clear here. This is not their spy. It's your manager. Think of it like a personal assistant that works offline first. It holds all your preferences, your receipts, your value, and it gives you complete control over it. And this is where it gets really cool. Check out all the different jobs your AI has. It's kind of like your shopping manager helping you save money and even negotiating for you. But it's also your privacy protector and your communications assistant. It can even be a training agent for other models, but only with your consent. It really is the whole shebang. Okay, so we have the receipt and the AI. Let's look at how they come together in the new marketplace and see how that value actually flows back to you. So here's the play-by-play. First, your AI is just running offline, quietly collecting your receipts. Then, when you're ready, you press a button to generate report. A privacy-filtered report gets created, no personal data, and then businesses can bid for your attention. The winning offer gets delivered right to you, and boom, you earn savings, credits, or even small cash payments. And this right here, this is the key. This is the whole game changer. Businesses are paying to access real, anonymous reports from you. They're not paying to spy on you. That one change completely flips the power dynamic on its head. Okay, but how do we trust all this, right? Well, the system is designed to be public and auditable. A neutral party, like the Linux Foundation, would act as a steward for the public ledger. That means anyone can check the books and make sure it's all running fairly.
All right, last section. This system goes beyond just money. Let's talk about earned privileges and real value, and what it means to become a super user.
So, what exactly is a super user? Well, think of it like a verified account, but instead of being based on how many followers you have, it's based on your real contributions, your verified transactions, your positive behavior. It's a status that grants you some pretty special privileges. And we're not just talking about a little check mark next to your name. These are real-world perks. We're talking priority access to live events, getting to see new products before anyone else, access to premium analytics. You even get more weight when it comes to voting on how the system is governed. And that really gets to the heart of it all. Privileges are earned, not bought. It's all about merit-based visibility, not just who can pay the most to amplify their message. It's a totally different way of thinking. Which brings us to the final big question that this whole thing leaves us with. It's all about shifting control, right? So, what happens when people, not the platforms, are the ones holding the keys?